is not here. And he always does these really stupid intros that I'm actually terrible at. So, welcome to the pre-show. Oh, it fell off the desk. Damn it.
Not only you flubbed the intro, you flubbed the drink, the bottle opening.
I know.
I just sit here and laugh and like, damn it, Tank. Can't you do anything?
Damn it, Jim, I'm just a doctor.
I actually watched Star Wars the other day.
Okay, stop.
What?
That is not a Star Wars quote.
I said I watched Star Wars and then followed it up with Star Trek.
Okay, all right. I apologize.
Come on.
I apologize.
Give a guy a minute. Come on.
You scared me, man. I couldn't.
There's no way I'm gonna say, damn it, Jim, and take that to be Star Wars. Come on. Like, seriously.
Those are some of like my favorite like pictures where it's like the saying will be like, "You're a wizard, Harry," and it'll be like the doctor, and it's a picture of Picard.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like how to piss off every fandom at once. Like those pictures are always
It's like I saw a picture today. Somebody tweeted this. He put a picture of an ear, and somebody had a piercing of I don't know what it's called, that little flap inside your ear, right? Just there, right?
Yeah.
And somebody had a piercing in there, and he goes, "Hey guys, what y'all think about girls piercing their clit?" And that's the picture he put up.
Wow.
and all sorts of girls are underneath that going like, "Yeah, I knew you guys didn't know where it was." So, oh my God, it was, yeah. Later on, he came out and he was claiming like, "Yeah, I was just trolling y'all." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, whatever."
Right, of course.
Of course you were trolling us. Mm-hmm.
And something that I can't decide that if they're trolling us or not is Titans on the new DC streaming app, which we're going to leave aside the fact that they're using their own, that everybody's coming up with their own streaming service, because that's a totally...
I'm not sure how we can leave that aside, because it's costing us money to keep up with it.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
Snap. How are you watching it, Tank?
I've just ways. I'm an IT wizard, dude. I make shows and movies appear. It's fine.
Awesome. Okay, we got to figure this out. How to share your screen from your home to mine.
Actually, I know how to do that too. But yeah, so Jason's not here because he's going through a midlife crisis, and so Nuru and I decided that since we were the only two to watch Titans this week, that we come on and give you guys our initial thoughts on the pilot, what we thought about it, and do we think we will stick around for the whole season. So, Nuru, what did you think about it?
I thought it was better than I expected. That's like, it was actually good. Like, I'll be open and say that it was good. Mainly because, unlike many people, I don't watch. I like the entire Teen Titans cartoon series, which was a lot of people's intro to Titans back in the day. I never watched. Okay, Teen Titans Go. I don't watch it. My kids don't watch it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've seen an episode or two, right?
Right.
So my exposure to the Titans has been in the comic books occasionally, and then I don't know if I can count Young Justice as something.
No,
it's not the same dynamic.
Totally different.
But my point is that same somewhat mature vibe of the younger superheroes. I was looking forward to seeing something like that. If they could emulate Young Justice on TV, boom, like, yeah. So when it started for me, I was like, okay, I've seen all the bad press. I've seen all the bad imagery.
Right.
Let's see what this is. And for me, first of all, when it starts off and Raven's doing her thing, it felt very much like that whole New Mutants trailer. The whole scary, dark horror. I'm like, yeah. So that just put me off. I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. Like this is gonna be what this is like, and just I'm give this a miss. Right. But it wasn't terrible. Then they started off with just jumping from character to character, and they have Rick Grayson, as apparently he's going to be known from now on.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah. And they had Rick Grayson doing his thing, and I'm like, okay. I mean, he wasn't terrible either. The fights scenes, we'd already seen most of it, before now. So Okay, that was good. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
The context of the whole, F Batman sequence made sense all of a sudden because initially I was like, okay, is he gonna say that in the middle of a fight?
Yeah.
But yeah, it comes after he beats up the other guys and he walks away and he just says it himself. But for me, by far, the standout was Starfire. Like her
Really?
whole, yeah, because, and I guess it's because I was expecting them to blow that so badly that the air of mystery around this woman in the show works for me. I'm like, okay, so who is she? Is she trying to discover who she is? She has no memory of herself. And then they turn her into this, world traveler. She's in a whole different part of the world. She's apparently super rich. She's rented out the entire top floor of a hotel
Yeah.
or whatever. She speaks multiple languages
Right.
with ease. I'm like, okay, so this is not the Starfire I I think I know. So they have my interest. I'll say that. And the whole sequence where she almost gets shot, like the guy pulls the gun out and tries to shoot her, made me think, okay, they could actually do this the special effects pretty well.
Uh,
Like that worked.
when it comes to the Starfire character, the only thing that I liked was the special effects because I do agree they did the fiery like energy thing, effect they did was really good. They, she
Hmm.
basically turns orange, when she does it, a little throwback or not a throw, kind of, call into the comics and to the TV show.
Right.
So of Starfire, I did like that, but from what we got in the first episode, I hated the way what they're trying to do with her character as it sits in the first episode.
Okay, so you hate the fact that she has that air of mystery around her, or the fact that she's just what?
So my problem with comic book adaptations, whether it's TV or movies,
Right.
uh, don't create new origin stories.
Mm.
We can do new stories with them. Like that's kind of the point, right? Let's do some stuff that we either some stuff we have seen, some stuff we haven't seen. And I'm assuming that Dick Grayson's been a detective at some point in the comics, even if he wasn't. That kind of fits. I can get past that. But the way that Raven has no idea who she is, Starfire literally wakes up in a car and has no idea who she is. Um, I don't know. It bothered me. Now, all of that being said, if they had, and I'm assuming when the second episode comes out, if they had taken the first two episodes and released them at the same time as like a big like 2-part pilot at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
I may feel completely different about it. But as a 50-minute, pilot episode, it kind of pissed me off. It's just they spent 50 minutes setting up the show, but we didn't. We got one little fight, which half of it was from like 100 feet in the air, or was like in a bunch of smoke, so you didn't really get to see hardly any of the fighting.
You
They
talking
kind
about
of
the Robin fight?
yeah,
Really?
like half the fight is from like a drone up top, or it's in the smoke, and then you do see like you see him throw a couple punches. You see him rub that scrape
How
that
else do
dude's
you?
face down the
How else
wall.
do you? How else do you have a fight in the dark alley though? Like how do you as a spectator see a fight in the dark alley?
I mean, the entire Dark Knight trilogy is done at night, and those fight scenes are incredible. Movie versus TV,
The
I get
Dark
that, but
Knight
still.
has incredible fight scenes. I mean, they're okay.
So, anyways,
Okay.
we'll, we'll take that, and we'll spend the next 45 minutes just on that. Um, but I don't know. I mean, it's weird. Maybe I'll
Again,
like.
I think expectations had a lot to play in this. Because okay,
So
my expectation of Starfire was she was gonna be crap. I totally was not in support of the girl, I forget her name right now, the person they cast for the role, because I was like, you couldn't find somebody who was lighter skinned so you could paint her skin orange and it would look comfortable. That was my first thought. Like,
yeah,
if you can have a green Gamora, we can have an orange Starfire. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, I don't care
okay,
if she's white, black, Latina, Asian, Chinese, Indian. I don't care as long as she looks exotic enough
right.
and her skin's orange. That was literally all I wanted. But I'm the kind of guy who can approach all of these shows as far as what you're talking about with regards to their origins being reinvented. I can approach any single one of these shows with the idea of the multiverse. Like, okay, this is a different universe. So I come into almost everything with, I will give you a pass if you can tell a really good story about how this got started. I will not give you a pass if the action is whack, the story you're telling is whack, you don't follow the rules you set out
Yeah.
or you lay out, and overall the dynamic just makes no sense. So for now, Dick Grayson is a cop. Raven is some girl who's trying to, figure out what the hell's going on with
Yeah,
her
she
daughter.
doesn't know what she is, which that's
Which I thought, I mean, let's be honest, if you're the child of, you know,
the demon lord.
effectively some demon lord in some alternate dimension, you got a Damien vibe going on there, like pretty much, and that's what they're trying to go for there. There's apparently a group that knows what she is and is trying to
Yeah.
take her out, and there may be another group that's trying to support her and keep her alive. So that dynamic hasn't been shown yet. I'm willing to give them a couple more episodes to flesh it out.
And that's my thing. These are my thoughts after, like I said a second ago, a 50-minute pilot.
Mm-hmm.
We saw 10 seconds of Beast Boy.
That was funny though.
I mean, it was fun. I hope they don't, like, he took a long time to shift from his tiger form back to human form.
Yeah, it was like
that's going to get really annoying if if it takes that long every time.
Oh no, what's going to be annoying is all of a sudden if certain shifts are quick and then some are just slow. Like why he takes so long to go from tiger form to human, and then in the middle of a fight he goes like that, boom, he shifted.
Right. So I mean, if it's an evolution of his power set, maybe we can get around it. But that will be annoying if like the whole show is him. It takes him a full minute to transform, and that I don't know. You'd waste all that time in a fight where he could be doing some cool shit. So
right. But I am curious about one thing though. They made very clear that whatever Starfire is, and we know in the comic book she's an alien from outer space. She is on the hunt for whatever Raven is, which I think is weird because she's there trying to find some girl, and she goes undercover in a relationship with this guy. I found it very hilarious, and the guy's like, I loved you, and she goes, yeah, I don't think I loved you, and she goes, yeah, pretty sure I didn't. That had me bust out laughing. Like the comedy in that sequence it worked for me. I don't know what it is. Like for me, honestly, Starfire so far is the more interesting character in the show. I'm waiting to see what they do with Beast Boy because I thought all the laughs would come from him. But Starfire for me, that whole dynamic of okay, she is James Bond. she's some kind of secret agent. I'm like, okay, let's see what happens with that.
That bothered me too, because like 1 second she's like scared and doesn't know what she is, and then she's like snapping this dude's neck, and then she doesn't know where she's going, and then she's like, it's almost like they didn't know.
Scared.
Like when she wakes up in the car, like I get it, like you wake up
You're
and
shaken, not scared. Hey, James Bond, shaken, not stirred.
Yeah, and but then like she gets to her room and she's kind of like trying to she's kind of like walking around, she seems like timid, and then just all of a sudden she's this like killing machine,
slay lady, slay queen.
So I don't know, we'll see. So to finish up, are you gonna at least give it the first season?
I'm gonna give it the next episode.
Shit, you bought the service, right?
No, I didn't buy the service. I signed up for the free 7-day trial the day after. So my trial wraps up. I get to see 2 episodes and I get to make up my mind. So
that's pretty slick. Let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah, that's how we roll.
So I definitely want to see the second episode, and kind of I think if I can treat it like a 2-part pilot that they should have released at the same time, maybe I can get into it more. We'll see, but as it stands, I'm really not that excited about it. I think it's kind of all over the place, and it almost seems like they don't know where they're trying to go with it. But again, it's after the 1-part pilot. So either way, we got the other guys. They're sitting here blowing up the chat, telling us that they're ready to record the main show.
Finally,
they have because we have nothing better to do.
Yeah.
So so catch us on the main show, and we'll see you guys later.